23. 23 referee errors in a single World Cup knockout match, the most ever recorded in the history of FIFA, in one game. And nobody is talking about the right thing. Everyone's attacking Messi. Everyone's attacking Argentina. Meanwhile, the people who actually have the power to change results, cancel goals, hand out red cards, and literally decide who goes home, those people are sitting in a room with a screen, completely untouchable. VAR came into football to solve problems. It didn't solve anything. It just gave FIFA more control than they've ever had in their entire history. And that is what's destroying this sport. Not Messi, not Argentina, FIFA, and VAR. Let me walk you through what actually happened, because a lot of people are reacting without knowing the full picture. Egypt were brilliant in that game. They went ahead. They were defending well. And then came the moment that changed everything. Egypt scored their second goal, beautiful goal, crucial goal, a goal that would have put them in a position to end Argentina's World Cup right there and then. VAR canceled it. Why? A foul on Martinez in the build-up. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because in the same match, McAllister committed a near-identical challenge in the penalty box on an Egyptian player. Shirt pulled, clear contact, in the box. The referee didn't even look at it. VAR didn't check it. Nothing. Same foul, different treatment. And then, the same referee who ignored McAllister's challenge, this exact same referee had already given Arsenal a penalty earlier in the tournament when Asensio pulled a shirt without the ball at his feet. Without the ball. So let me make sure I've got this right. Shirt pull without the ball, penalty to Arsenal. Shirt pull in the box on an Egyptian player, nothing. Egyptian goal involving a challenge on Martinez, VAR cancels it. That is not inconsistency, that is chaos. And 23 documented referee errors in a single game means this wasn't just a bad night. This was a systemic problem playing out in real time on the biggest stage in football. I want to be specific, because this deserves specifics. Incident 1. Argentina's winning goal, the comeback goal, should never have stood. In the build-up, Julian Alvarez made contact with Salah. Now, I've watched this back several times, and here's what I see. Salah came into Alvarez, not the other way around. At the same moment, the ball was no longer with Salah. He'd already lost it. But, and this is a big but, compare that to Egypt's second goal. Martinez had the ball, clear stamp, clear foul. Ball was with him when contact happened. One goal is cancelled, one stands. Both had physical contact in the build-up. You tell me how that's consistent. Incident 2. Romero. Romero went into Egyptian players, repeatedly, launching into challenges, elbows flying, double-footed at one point, not one card, not one booking, not one VAR check. Incident 3. Tagliafico, elbow on an Egyptian player, in front of the linesman. The linesman is looking directly at it. Nothing. Incident 4. Molina, open palm slap on an Egyptian player, right there, visible, documented. Nothing. And then Balogun, USA's striker, one of the most dangerous players at this tournament, gets a straight red card in a different match, 2-game suspension. His foul, comparable to what Argentina's players were doing repeatedly without a single yellow. One player goes home for 2 matches. Argentina players? Free to play. You want to know why millions of fans have lost faith in FIFA and VAR? That is why. I'm not just going off what I saw with my eyes. Let's talk numbers. Because the data from this tournament is genuinely alarming. England, the most yellow cards received. 1 booking for every 6 to 7 fouls. They commit a foul, they get punished. Consistently. France, 1 yellow card for every 10 fouls. Now, Argentina, 1 yellow card for every 19 to 20 fouls. Norway, 1 yellow card for every 24 fouls. 24. And here's the thing that nobody is saying about Norway. If the logic is that referees are protecting certain teams, why isn't anyone asking why Norway gets the best yellow card ratio in the entire tournament? Why is nobody making YouTube videos about Norway being protected? Because the answer is simple. Norway aren't Messi's team. Norway don't have the global attention. The narrative doesn't fit. But the numbers don't care about narratives. The numbers say multiple teams are getting different treatment from referees at this World Cup. Argentina, Norway, others, and the common thread isn't a player, it isn't a country, it's VAR and the people who control it. This one is the one that should have every single football fan in the world absolutely furious. Balogun gets a red card, 2-match ban, he's done. Out. USA's tournament effectively over in terms of their best striker, and then Donald Trump, the President of the United States, makes a phone call. One phone call, and Balogun is back. One phone call from a political leader and FIFA changed their own ruling. Just like that. The decision that was made, reversed. The ban, lifted. The player, back on the pitch, the next game. Now tell me something. If one phone call from one powerful person can reverse a suspension at the World Cup, how many other calls are being made that we don't know about? How many other decisions have been quietly influenced before the game even kicks off? I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying FIFA has now proven that external pressure can change football decisions at the highest level. That's not a conspiracy theory. That already happened. And that is why VAR in FIFA's hands is dangerous. Not because the technology is bad, because the people controlling it have already shown they will bend to power when it suits them. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I'm a Ronaldo fan. I'll say it. If you've watched this channel for 5 minutes, you know. So when I defend Messi, you know I mean it. Because what's happening to Messi right now is genuinely unfair. The man is 39 years old, 39, and he's scored 8 goals in a single World Cup. With more matches still to play, he could hit double digits at 39 years of age, at a World Cup. In 2025, he's not just scoring either. He's playing right wing, delivering crosses, setting up goals, running the entire final third of Argentina's attack. Goals, assists, creativity, vision, everything runs through him. And the volley he scored against Egypt. Look at that. 6 defenders around him. Ball coming in fast at an awkward height. Any other footballer on the planet, 99 out of 100, balloons it over the bar, clears their head, takes the safe option. Messi puts it in the bottom corner. That composure, that technique, that is not luck. That is 40 years of football compressed into one touch. And people want to use VAR inconsistency to erase that? Look, if there's genuine proof that Argentina or Messi personally arranged refereeing decisions, bring it. I'll be the first one to call it out. I have no loyalty to Argentina, but allegations are not proof, and you don't get to destroy a legacy on the basis of, I think so. That moment when Messi went to the referee and pointed out the foul on Martinez, people made that into a scandal. He's the captain. That's literally his job. If Ronaldo was captain in the same situation, he'd do exactly the same thing. Every captain in football history would. The hate Messi is getting right now is unnecessary, and it's not good for football. Here's my actual position. And I want to be crystal clear, my problem is not Argentina. My problem is not Messi. My problem is a system that has handed unlimited power to FIFA, a body that has already proven it will bend rules for political pressure, and called it technology. Same foul. VAR checks it for one team, doesn't check it for another. Same incident. Red card for one player. Nothing for another. One phone call. Suspension reversed. VAR was supposed to remove human error from football. Instead, it just moved human error and human corruption into a room where nobody can see it happening in real time. At least when a referee made a bad call on the pitch, you could see it. The whole stadium could see it. The whole world could see it. Now, decisions happen behind a screen. Choices are made in a booth, and they come out with complete authority because the technology confirmed it. The technology confirmed it. But who decides what the technology looks at? Who decides which incidents get flagged for review and which ones don't? People do. FIFA officials do. And FIFA has already shown what happens when powerful people make a phone call. VAR didn't fix football. It just made it easier to control. Here's what I know for certain. Argentina came back from 2 down in 13 minutes. All 3 goals, legal, clean, no controversy. Messi, at 39, is doing things that shouldn't be physically possible. And Egypt played an incredible match and went home with a result that still doesn't feel right. 2 things can be true at the same time. Argentina won fair in terms of their own goals, and Egypt were treated unfairly in terms of what the referee allowed and didn't allow throughout that game. The villain here isn't Messi. The villain is a system that is inconsistent enough, that is controllable enough, that on the biggest stage in world football, nobody fully trusts what they're watching anymore. And that is the real problem. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think VAR should be scrapped completely? Do you think Argentina got clear referee favoritism? Or do you think the conspiracy goes further than just bad officiating? Because tonight, Argentina face the quarterfinals, and the VAR room will be watching.